Josephine Cochran, the inventor of the automatic dishwasher, really changed things up in home cleaning with her groundbreaking design. It was late 19th century. There's an absence of a finger and swollen tissues of the phalanx due to the course of the disease from the 1900s. The Pentacycle, Sussex, England, 1882. Public supermarkets showed off their wide aisles and a self-service dairy case by driving a shopper around a new store in a tiny car, around 1957. Passengers and trains bustle through the Helsinki railway station, a hub of mid-20th century travel. This is Helsinki, Finland, 1967. Kids are playing in Paris during the 1920s. The place is a Texaco gasoline filling station. Primarily, they filled gas tanks there. It was the 1920s. There are children outside a confectionery shop window in Stratford-upon-Avon in 1954. (1910) The Paris Motor Show at the Grand Palais in Paris. The Gadget, the First Atomic Bomb, 1945. The very first computer in England, 1950. A portrait of two lads with their baby sibling was taken in Manhattan, New York in 1918. Carrots on a Stick, 1941. Let's talk about the hotel radio fad, used for wake-up calls and paging guests in the 1930s. Elvis Presley serves in the U.S. Army, marking a significant chapter in the life of the rock and roll icon. 1958. The Financial District from Hotel Bossar, New York City, March 15, 1933. The statue of Anubis, discovered inside King Tut's tomb, gives a glimpse into the rich spiritual and cultural heritage of ancient Egypt. A stuntman prepares to drop into an automobile, 1921. It's 1934, and there are some nice girls in jersey and sailors from HMS Fury. When the rotor rides were fun and dangerous, 1948. Ice-covered fireman at a Coney Island New Year's Eve fire, 1940. There's a dog, all dressed up nicely, with a top hat and a fancy pipe. This was in 1890. The first picture shows a human being. It was taken in Paris in 1838. The soldiers are opening Christmas care packages. This happened during World War II in the 1940s. The Washington National Guard during World War II, 1940s. There's a masked couple in London during the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918. A milk vending machine stands on a London street offering convenience. London, 1940s. Ella Harper. She was nicknamed the Camel Girl, and she was a freak show star in the late 19th century. So, after the tomb was discovered in 1922, researchers found a few things. American actress and singer Mitzi Green was often featured in Paramount's early talkies, 1930. World Trade Center under construction, March 1972. An experimental gyrocopter test flight, sometime between 1930 and the 1940s. War-orphaned Japanese children who were forcibly taken to detention facilities during a post-war sweep are pictured at Odaiba around 1945. A young soldier is holding a little piggy with a lid in London during World War II in the 1940s. The location is Llandudno Pier. The year is 1935. A tourist stands with his car at the edge of the Grand Canyon, capturing the early days of road travel to this iconic landmark. This was in Arizona, USA in 1914. A woman is operating a camera underwater. This happened in the 1940s. Alice Sisti is performing her famous Roman jump over a car, showing off some daring equestrian skill. It was in 1932. Robert Wadlow, the Alton giant and the tallest person in recorded history at 8 feet 11 inches, stands as a towering figure. Illinois, around 1939. New York, Times Square, 1900. The bustling Aldgate Haymarket captures daily life and commerce in East London. London E1, 1920s. The FBI fingerprint files, 1944. A pilot's holding a Kodak K-24 aerial reconnaissance camera. This all happened during World War II. Lumberjacks in the forests of Northern California, 1915. Two pals with parasols are riding a bicycle built for two. The image is from the 1930s. A baby is playing with young alligators at an alligator farm in California, around 1900. These are portable beach changing rooms from the 1930s. California once had the California Alligator Farm, where children were encouraged to interact closely with alligators, even riding on their backs for a unique experience. The View phone, developed by Toshiba in 1964, was an early video phone that enabled real-time communication, a precursor to modern video calling like FaceTime. 1964. Before the music world had autotune, there was the yodel meter. The device, photographed around 1925, could measure the pitch of a singer's voice. A beautiful woman rides a bicycle, capturing the fashion and charm of 1930s America, USA, 1935. President Johnson taking the oath of office on Air Force One in 1963. Gandhi in London, 1931. No hot dog, 1955. Someone's sunbathing with a folding sunscreen or reflector in the Netherlands, 1961. So it's 1964, and Petra, the Alsatian dog, is answering fan mail. She's on Blue Peter, the British kids show. A man is experiencing irony. His car is loaded with used tires, and guess what? It has a flat tire. This is happening in Houston, Texas in 1966. Party leaders pay their respect to Chairman Mao, 1976. India's first selfie was taken by a Tripura king way back in 1880. The quadricycle's creation showcases Henry Ford's ability to balance his work as a chief engineer with his passion for invention. Detroit, Michigan, 1896. France, Notre-Dame de Paris, 1853. The USS Essex had TBMs and SB-2Cs based on it, and they were dropping bombs on Hokkaido, also known as Hokkaido, in Japan in 1945. Black Muslims stand up to police violence in 1963. Betty Dutter models how to hold the spray nozzle on the new suntan lotion dispenser at the annual vending machine convention in Chicago on January 19, 1949. The largest turtle that ever lived is the now extinct Archelon ischiros. It's from the Western Interior Seaway, an ancient Cretaceous sea that divided the North American continent. This discovery was made at the Yale Museum in 1902. Revelers are recovering from New Year's Eve celebrations on the steps of Grand Central Station in New York. Two Kashmiri giants are posing with the American photographer James Ricalton in 1903. Marine Sergeant Frank Prater is feeding an orphaned kitten. He adopted the kitten after the mother cat died during the war. 1952. Pumping fuel, 1974, 48 cents a gallon. There's a scene at a London railway station showing troops arriving while kiddies who are being evacuated from London leave. It's 1940. Grady Stiles is a cancer man. Stiles suffered from ectrodactyly, also known as split hand. His father had the same disease, and he performed in a freak show all his life, naturally getting his son involved in the business. Medical spacesuits from 1965 were created to help with childbirth. People thought they might even boost the IQ of babies. Hundreds of people, many of whom have lost their homes through bombing, now use the caves in Hastings, 1940. A Bursey electric cab, nicknamed Hummingbird for its sound and livery, begins its historic service as one of London's first electric taxis. London, England, August 19, 1897. A young Queen Elizabeth II, at 18, capturing a moment from her early years before ascending the throne. 1944. An amphibious bicycle, from 1932. There are thousands of Poland's war orphans at the Catholic orphanage in Lublin on September 11, 1946. They're being cared for by the Polish Red Cross. Cleaning day at a church in Leipzig, Germany in 1920. So, in the 1930s, this couple won an Atlantic City dance marathon. They danced for 1,473 hours. Andy Griffith is operating a 1952 Ford 8N tractor getting ready to plant cedar trees. This highlights his hard-working spirit beyond his acting career. It's the 1950s. There's a Mack the Cleaner truck and a Ford service car, number 3, with its driver parked near a house. This was in Knoxville, Tennessee, on January 11, 1922. A boy who can't use his legs is practicing knocking down coconuts as part of his rehabilitation. This was in 1955. Unloading of the finished tunnel section of the Michigan Central Railway Company. Detroit, 1910. Buffalo Bill's Wild West, Great Britain, 1887. In 1979, 16-year-old Brenda Ann Spencer was arrested after killing 2 people in California. When asked why she did it, her reply was, "I just don't like Mondays."